Okay, I'm back, and I have here a couple of things. First of which is the Russell's Reserve 10-year-old bottle at 45% alcohol by volume. That is 90 proof. Now, I have done this particular whiskey a couple times already. I've made videos about it already. And every 3 or 4 years, I seem to get curious and wonder what it's like because I keep forgetting what it was like 3 or 4 years earlier. So I'm going to pour me a glass and see what kind of impressions I get this time. And I know some of you like to watch me struggle with these things. And I think I got it now. I got the plastic thing off. I probably went about it completely backwards, but it is what it is. Nice natural cork there on this bottle of Russell's. All right, we got a quig size dram going there. And maybe I should put the cork back in there just in case it... There, that's our Russell's Reserve. Right away, I'm getting that new car smell. That was the first thing I got. New car smell. Smells like a brand new 1973 Pontiac with a tan interior. All vinyl, of course. Okay. I'm getting some brown sugar, a little bit of cherry, a little bit of mint. It's a little bit minty. Overall, your classic bourbon kind of nose, with a little bit of brand new 1973 Pontiac thrown in. Amazing how the sense of smell remembers things. For comparison's sake, I brought along some of my favorite Wild Turkey 101, which is a lot stronger. It's 101 proof, so it's 50.5% alcohol by volume. Maybe that's why I like it so much, because it's strong. There's our WT 101. Okay. I'm still liking the Russells. I'd say it's just right. It's getting a little more minty and a little less brown sugar as it goes along, as it's been exposed to the air. The 101, right away I'm assaulted by a little bit more of an alcohol note. And maybe not as complex a nose. The 101 is, after all, quite a bit younger than the 10-year-old Russells. This would be more spirit driven compared to the more cask driven Russell's Reserve 10-year-old. I'm going to taste first the Russell's. Oh, I love that little bit of a minty note in there. The cherries are fading. The mint is getting stronger. And there's less of a brown sugar. Wait a minute. Now the cherry's coming dominant. The three major notes are fighting each other. Now that's full flavored. Okay, I get some cherries, some brown sugars, quite a bit of a minty note from the rye component, and there was something else. I was getting melons too. Interesting. It's one thing about bourbon. The flavors are in your face and obvious. There's not that much subtlety going on. Oh, I love that minty note. The minty, the cherries. Not so much the brown sugar anymore. Okay. Now back to the 101. Compared to the Russell's 10-year-old, there's not so much on the nose. But don't forget that this 101 has been open for a couple months. And the Russell's just popped the cork. Oh, now we're talking. The higher alcohol content is self-evident. But strangely enough, it does not bring along more flavors than what I'm getting from the Russell. I'm getting more heat, yes, but the flavors are not as intense. You would think that the heat or the strength would bring along more flavor. No. I think that in this case, the cask, or should we say the longer exposure to the virgin oak barrel of the 10-year-old gives it more flavor. There could be a difference in charring as well. I believe they're both charred barrels, but there could be a difference there too. And of course, the time in the barrel makes a big difference. Yeah. There's more flavor in the Russell's 10-year-old. And I especially like that mintiness. That has got to come from a higher rye content. Oh, very tasty. I like the Russells very much. I also like the Wild Turkey 101 very much. I guess it depends on my mood, which one I'm going to reach for. Good legs on that Wild Turkey too. And how about here? Sheeting action. Nice. And to give it that in-house blend, we'll just mix the two. Give it that in-house blend. It's all Wild Turkey anyway. What did the Russells cost me? Out of curiosity. Russell's Reserve, $50.99. That's not at all bad. $50.99. $5.10 plus $2.55 plus 10 cents plus 50. What did we say? 50.99. Grand total. $58.74 out the door. And that's around the same price point as the Wild Turkey 101. Huh. Not at all bad. About twice the price of your bargain basement Canadian whiskey. I don't know of any bourbons that are that cheap. As cheap as the bottom basement Canadian whiskey. And with the two, the 101 and the Russell's Reserve mixed, it's perfect. Cheers.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.